Going for boost over. Well, I think going for boost if you're a boost merchant, like someone like AJ or someone, you go for boost.
100% of the time.
Yes.
Always, every second of every game. Ball's going in your net, don't worry about it. Go get the boost and make sure you've got the full 100 to celebrate with the other team.
Never. Yeah, never. Always go for ball. Yes. Number one rule of Rocket League.
Welcome to the Boost Over Ball podcast, where three aggressively average Rocket League players talk about everything RLCS with your hosts, Ace, Code Red Jack, Kyle Cube, and AJ Binky. So, if you've ever wondered when the best time to go for Boost Over Ball is, you've come to the right place.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Boost Over Ball podcast. This is one of your hosts, the most important one, Code Red Jack, also known as Ace, also known as Code Red Jack to his friends. And with me, we have AJ Binky and Kyle K Cube, the editor himself.
That was so good. I'm not sure if you can tell, but we're all finally in the same room together recording an episode. We're here at the Airbnb in Boston.
Only some of us are here by their own
Maybe kind of
will.
close to it.
I may be tied to a chair. Help. Send help.
But with that out of the way, hello everyone and welcome back to the Boost Over Ball podcast. To listeners new and old, welcome to the show and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm here with AJ and Ace.
See, I feel like you need to get closer.
Today we will be recapping day 1 and 2 from the Spring Major in Boston. So Thursday's matches and today Friday's matches, giving you the results, our thoughts on the matches, as well as update you on our predictions.
You play belly drums too?
I do. I like belly
I
drums.
do that all the time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the belly's got to be good for something other than my lack of confidence in myself.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
Well, with this extra long intro out of the way, and we were talking just a second about
Is it touchscreen?
no,
Oh,
it's not touchscreen. I
that was
just tried
so
to touch
convincing.
it. I tried.
That was so convincing.
It did not.
You
do
had me
anything.
fooled.
I thought the computer was broken. I was so ready for that to be a touchscreen. It's like your touchscreen doesn't work.
It doesn't. What? It's not working. Hey, Cube.
Fix it!
Why is it not?
Who's our
touchscreen?
tech guy?
Yeah, probably our editor. Probably same guy.
Yeah. You're
Anyway,
probably right.
So let's
Definitely
get into it.
not the video guy. Tell you that much.
No, the video guy on our podcast,
Not
Our
the
audio
tech guy.
podcast.
our audio-based content
Hey,
system.
we got videos coming,
Yeah, we do.
and they're gonna be lit.
Direct to OnlyFans, though.
Oh
so
yeah,
make
obviously.
sure you subscribe.
Where else would they go?
Yeah, we'll hot tub live stream one day.
Patreon.
One day. Why not tonight?
Patreon. I don't think Patreon does hot tub streams.
They
Are we
don't-
ever going to
Dude.
talk about these matches?
Yo, Patreon allows some sus shit though,
It
and I'm
does.
all for it.
It does. Hit me with some links.
All right. I mean, it's just Brandon
Alright.
Buckingham. Like
Perfect.
he does all the fucking AVN type interviews
Lovely.
and shit. Yeah.
Lovely.
Oh. That was pretty cool.
All right. You want to talk about these matches yet?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
No, let's talk about other shit. No, just kidding.
So we're here. We're in Boston. We're standing around a computer right now, and we're tired. It's been a long
Speak for
day.
yourself.
We've been traveling. Okay. At least one of the three of us, myself, is very tired. I had like a 12-hour travel day, and then I've been up all day chauffeuring people around. But it's been fun. It's been a blast. We are not at those matches yet because we need to talk about Thursday's matches. Today is not Thursday.
Right.
I think.
I think.
Yeah.
Can we get a confirmation from
Yeah,
our,
It
our
is in
director?
fact Friday.
Okay,
No,
so
thank God.
these are Thursday's matches. This happened before I hopped on those planes. Okay, yes. So, quick rundown for anybody who is still listening.
Don't forget to pass off the mic.
He's
Is it
doing
not
the
my turn
matches.
anymore?
You're doing the matches?
No, yeah.
Okay.
Just reminding you.
You're such a good podcast referee. Why don't we do this in person more often?
Honestly, we should
Yeah.
just fly you guys out to Minnesota every single time,
That'd be dope.
I'd do it.
and we
Yeah,
could do
we'd
a
have a-
hot tub stream.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Now we're thinking.
we're
we could
thinking
even
with
do-
the right heads.
We could do a sauna stream if we really wanted to.
Because we can take it in the sauna.
I have a
That's what I'm
Speedo.
saying.
We can do it.
Why that? Just birthday suit all the way.
Oh, we're gonna go real Scandinavian.
I mean, it's for the Patreons.
Yeah. All right.
Patrons.
So
You know, whatever.
Thursday matches.
Yep.
Right. Continue.
Okay. So we got our upper bracket round with Team Vitality doing exactly what we would expect them to do and taking Elevate. But surprisingly enough, Elevate did take that first game off of Vitality, and it was a little concerning for pretty much everybody I know who made a bracket because everybody has Vitality going through the whole thing. And the very first time we see them this weekend, they weren't looking too hot.
They had to
Elevate
pull off
takes
the
a
reverse
game,
sweep.
then Vitality
ground zero.
woke up. So then we go into the next game. We're looking at Complexity and Team Liquid, which went to Game 5. It was quite the series to look at. I have coffee hiccups now, so I apologize.
You get coffee hiccups?
Well, I do right now.
That's awesome. I can't say I've ever gotten coffee hiccups.
Well, I have them at this exact moment. All right, so woo! Complexity and Team Liquid, Game 5, with Complexity winning 3-2. I'm just gonna rush through this before my concentration goes away, and then I'm gonna hand it off because woo, coffee's hitting me now. Team BDS.
This is rough. Maybe this is
Yeah.
why we shouldn't do
Yeah.
it in person.
You know what? It's more fun in person. That's
Oh,
for sure.
totally.
All right, I'm gonna
Totally.
actually hand this off to a responsible adult now because I've said Team BDS.
No,
I
keep
think
going.
every
Keep
time.
going.
Are you sure?
Keep
You sure
going.
This is what the listeners
Keep
want?
going.
Get through
Yep.
round one. Come on.
Yep. Get through round one.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Team BDS beating Gen G 3-1. I did not have that on my sheet, and so this is where things started going real bad for me. It's because the very next one, we had Crew and Rule 1. Which
And
I
pause. Could you repeat that?
We had Crew Esports versus Rule 1,
That's
which I
right.
very famously
Mhm.
bet that if Rule 1 lost,
Yes.
then I would be getting beers from you. But that did not happen.
Right.
Instead,
Mhm.
as AJ is making me tell everybody,
Mhm.
Rule 1 won. Rule 1 won 3-1, which means I owe both of these knuckleheads a beer.
Oh my goodness.
And the beers here are, one, delicious. I've had a few of them, and expensive. So you're welcome.
Thank
ahead of
you.
time. Yeah.
Much
So
appreciated.
thank you very much, Rule 1 and Sunless Con. By extension, I owe these guys beers now. And it's all your fault because you made me do that bet.
Thanks, Sunless.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Sunless. So up next, we got Space Station SSG going up against Power, and they won 3-1. Carmine Corp. This matchup. All right, Carmine Corp. Ground Zero. Everybody had it full sweep, right? Plain simple. That's how the math adds up. But no, we went 2 games to Ground Zero. 0 games with Carmine Corp, and everybody's jaw was on the floor because, like, oh my gosh, is Carmine Corp about to get swept by Ground Zero? No, they end up reverse sweeping. But the fact that there was a chance that Carmine Corp got swept by Ground Zero was not on anybody's radar. But good job, Ground Zero. They really, really made a big name for themselves with that, because that is an achievement all to itself for their region to come to an international major and take on a team like Carmine Corp. And then, not last but not least, because I still have 2 more of these. Why is round 1 so long? Furia and Moist. We get the replay of Worlds, and Moist came to play. They take Furia 3-1. It really did not feel like Furia ever got off their back foot in this series. I know they won 1 game, but Moist dominant.
I
in
thought
that
it was a
series.
pretty good match, though.
It was great. It was very fun to watch.
Yeah. Super fun.
But yeah, it felt like Moist had that in the bag pretty much the whole time.
Yeah.
And then finally, the end of round 1, I can pass this off to an adult, is Optic Gaming versus Ninjas in Pajamas, with Optic Gaming winning 3-1. Stay tuned till later, though, because Ninjas in Pajamas, we got a lot to talk about with them.
That we do.
We certainly do. Moving into upper bracket quarterfinals, we have Vitality taking out Complexity 3-2.
Are you close enough to that?
Probably.
Maybe we should restart.
We might need to restart.
No, we're good. Complexity is doing the opposite of speedrunning this as they take both of their series thus far to Game 5. We have BDS sweeping Rule 1, which I don't think a lot of people expected Rule 1 to get swept. I mean, this was the 7-minute overtime game in Game 3, so it was a close
game. Was
They had 2 overtimes too.
Yeah, it was a close series, but I mean BDS able to close it out there. We have Carmine Corp taking care of business and beating Space Station 3-1, and we have Moist taking out Optic 3-1. So we can kind of see a pattern here, and we all predicted it at the beginning. Carmine Corp beats Space Station, Moist beats Optic, Vitality beats Complexity. That's a full EU upper bracket for the top 4 and uppers.
That's what I said. That is what I said with my mouth hole. But then when I went clicky on the bracket, that is not what I put. My bracket is upside down. I had so much NA in the upper bracket. Yeah, I look like I might have a podcast about this. Like I know what I'm talking about. Really.
Yeah, you had
really
3 of
in-depth.
4 top 4 NA, didn't you?
I had 3 of the 4 top 4 NA. Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I'm not saying my bracket looks good,
Yeah. Well,
but I
It's
don't
your
have
turn to
3 of
talk
4
next.
in top 4.
why is this in my face again? Go away.
You were talking. So that being said, NA relegated to the lower bracket for most of the matches. So we will now move on to Friday's matches.
Can I have your cookie?
All right, lower. What is it? Lower round 1.
Mhm.
Popos are after us. All right, lower bracket round 1. We got Liquid sweeping Elevate, Gen G 3-1 against Crew, Power 3-1 against Ground Zero, and Ninjas in Pajamas taking down Furia 3-1. Kyle, K-Cube, thoughts?
The first thing that pops out, other than the obvious, is a good tournament from Elevate, even though that they are eliminated in a sweep to Liquid in round 1 as soon as they could. But, taking a game off of Vitality, taking them to a second overtime is a very drastic improvement over their first major in the fall. But really the elephant in the room has got to be Furia losing to Ninjas in Pajamas. That is not something that anybody on the desk, anybody in the chat, or really any of us kind of thought would happen. It certainly plays into version 1's hands and their road to the World Championship, which we will talk about here in a minute once we go through all the clinching scenarios. But I think the biggest surprise of the bracket up until this point is Furia losing to Ninjas in Pajamas.
Definitely. And Ground Zero almost taking down KC. That was kind of nutty.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a crazy event because we had Ground Zero almost taking out KC. We have Ninjas in Pajamas actually taking out Fury. That was lower bracket. That was Fury's last chance, and they couldn't pull it off.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Ninjas in Pajamas are having a phenomenal weekend up to the point that we've talked about so far.
Yep.
Yeah.
A little bit of foreshadowing there, but we will continue. Moving on to lower bracket round 2, we have Team Liquid removing Optic from the tournament 3-2. We have Gen G taking out Space Station 3-2 in what I consider one of the most exciting series of the tournament thus far.
Mhm.
We have Rule 1 taking down Power 3-2 in a reverse sweep. And we have Complexity ending the dream run of Ninjas in Pajamas 3-1 to remove them from the tournament as well.
I would like to point out the beginning of the Complexity and Ninjas in Pajamas series was a Ninja in Pajamas win. And suddenly there was this hum of, are they going to take out Complexity also? Did Ninjas in Pajamas suddenly plug in their controllers? Because, wow, what a run.
Have they just been playing with their monitors off this whole time?
Yeah. Apparently they're about land.
Seems like it.
The Boston air. I
True.
think it's the accents.
Gotta be.
I don't know what else it could be, honestly.
Yeah.
But AJ, anything stick out to you in that lower bracket round 2?
Liquid beating Optic kind of kind of surprised, but I'm here for it. Power and Rule 1?
Oh, you have your own.
Yeah.
There's only 2 of them.
Well, okay, I see there's 2 now, but I've been saying here, why do you keep putting this in my face whenever I talk? But he just gets to talk on his own over there. There are 2 mics.
There's 2 mics. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. I didn't say that. There's 2 mics.
I'm new here.
Let's see. What else surprised me?
I mean, I can't say I was surprised about it, but like at the same time, a little bit upset about it. But more NA teams dropping out.
Yeah.
But we see the elimination of OCE as a region. We see the elimination of SAM as a region. So really, all that's left is, I was going to say NA, but in reality, it's just Chronic. Chronic is the only North American original player left in this tournament. But it's the top 5 EU teams, with Liquid being in the lower bracket. Complexity, Rule 1, and Gen G.
Rule 1 was a reverse sweep against Power, right?
Yes, they
That's
were.
what I thought. That had me a little cautious.
Yeah. So also, unfortunately, Space Station going down in lower bracket round 2. I believe all 3 of us had Space Station in our top 4.
We did.
So that did not happen.
Did not happen.
I'm pretty sure I had Space Station in my grand finals matchup against Vitality.
Did you?
I think you did too, actually.
I'm so good at this.
I mean,
We are the experts.
maybe if the crowd was
We are the experts.
maybe if the crowd was able to go there and watch the games, that it would have made a
True.
difference.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that, because tell me why everybody is here in Boston. These people are playing in Boston, just a couple blocks from our Airbnb, but we can't go and watch. Why? Why not? Okay, maybe the first day, that makes sense. There are 2 different stages going on. They're running an A stream and a B stream. It's hard to gather that many people, but like, Aganis Arena's right there. They're doing exactly the same thing today as they are going to be doing tomorrow. It's just they're doing it all day. And the only thing I can think of is just maybe the cost of renting it out, like to have actual people there, concessions and staff and everything was too high for 3 days. But like,
Let's do it without. I don't know.
it really makes it hard for most people. I mean, like for me, like we have the podcast, like we're nerds about this, but like I can't imagine that for most people it becomes worth the investment of coming out to one of these if you're only going to get the last couple days of an event.
Yeah, it makes it hard to justify the cost.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Maybe they have a bunch of other like stuff happening, because like
I sure
if
hope
it's just
so.
nothing but sweeps tomorrow, we're back here in a couple hours,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, I mean, to fill people in, we went to a watch party at the Sunset Cantina directly across the street from the venue where the matches were taking place, but no people were allowed inside to watch the matches. So I don't really understand, because we'll get to watch 10 matches in person, 11 if there's a bracket reset, but that's just kind of a really small portion of the total matches played. And so, I mean, I'm kind of with you. I think that it's a little bit weird that you're going to pay so much money just to see only like half of the tournament.
It's the important half. But to be fair, that cantina had gallon-sized margaritas, and that was nice.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't partake, however.
Yeah, I only
Pretty
slightly
cool.
partook, but also there were quite a few names sitting at that watch party.
Yeah, because
I
they
saw
couldn't go to
Justin.
the arena. Where
Yeah.
else are they gonna go?
Yeah,
Yeah, Redo's parents were there. Justin was
Yep.
there. Tenacity, a bunch of other streamers.
Yep.
It was a cool event.
yeah.
Yeah, it was.
But with that wrapping up kind of our thoughts and the results from today, we will go into the world spots that have been clinched by today's action. From SSA, we have Limitless and French Class punching their ticket. From APAC, we have Elevate and Gladiators. From South America, we have Ninjas in Pajama, Crew, and Secret. From EU, we have Carmine Corp, Liquid, Vitality, Moist, Oxygen, BDS, and G1. From MENA, we have Rule 1 and Falcons. From NA, we have Gen G, FaZe, Complexity, G2, SSG. And there remains one spot at large for the World Championships that will either go to Version 1 or Twisted Minds from MENA. The clinching situations to look for going into tomorrow are for V1 to make Worlds, they need Rule 1 to finish 5th or worse. So they need Rule 1 to lose one of their next 2 series and get knocked out of the tournament. And for Twisted Minds to make the World Championships, they need Rule 1 to finish 4th or better.
Now, is the reason for that because the better that a team from a region does, the more slots they get at Worlds. So if Rule 1 hits a certain criteria, then MENA gets a full new slot, right?
Yes, that is correct. Exactly.
Perfect.
So basically, V1 turns into, the biggest Complexity fans and then the biggest Karmine Corp fans if Rule 1 is able to beat Complexity tomorrow.
And we were also the biggest Liquid fans, and we were the biggest Ninjas in Pajama fans. We were just massive fanboys today, to be honest.
And you needed a lot of help, and everything has so far come up purple.
Pieces are falling into places.
Yeah, but
As pieces do.
That's
indeed.
true.
But with that, we will wrap up our episode for today. We will be back at you again tomorrow night with a recap of Saturday's matches and all of the craziness that I assume will happen with as many EU teams as we have. It's just turning into an EU regional at this point. But we would like to thank you so much for listening. Remember to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, join our Discord, rate us wherever you listen to podcasts, as it really helps us out. All those links and more can be found on our website at www.boostoverball.com. And from everyone's favorite Grand Plats and podcasting experts, always remember to choose Boost over Ball.
You had so much emotion in that outro. I am moved to tears.
I was also going to say something about doing interviews with fans tomorrow.
Oh.
We can tweet about it.
True.
Wait, we're supposed to talk to the fans?
No, you don't have to if you don't want to.
Thank you for listening to the Boost Over Ball podcast. Make sure to check out our website, www.boostoverball.com, and rate us wherever you listen to podcasts.